Hi everyone, and welcome to my English review of my 2009 VW Passat B6 diesel, and a little story about all the modifications that I did, retrofits so far on my car. Many of you told me to put subtitles. Believe me, I tried. I didn't manage until now to do so. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have any apps or I don't know that can help me put the subtitles. I tried with the YouTube Studio, the automatic stuff, but didn't manage, so I gave up. So until I will resolve that problem with the subtitles, I decided to do a clip and tell you and take you through all the steps that I did so far and the mods that I did to my car. So as some of you might know, it's a end of 2009 production model. It's a German edition model, let's say so. I bought it from Germany. I found it through Auto Scout 24D. I went and picked it up. I will put the clip with the first wash that I did to my car, as you can see now. And yeah, that's my smiley face when I just bought it. The engine is a 2.0 diesel engine with 170 horsepower, engine code CBBB. And what I can say so far is that I'm very pleased with it. It's a very nice balance between power and weight and consumption, and it's perfect for this car. 140 will be also okay, but I prefer this one. I'm no engineer, just an enthusiast that likes cars, and I started with the small mods, let's say, and after that went into deeper modifications, and not all of them I did it myself. I went to some specialized guys and some shops that know how to do, and I left the work to the pros. So the first mod that I did was to put some LEDs here in the trunk. Let me show closer. So as you can see, there are some small LEDs, one here and one there. Both of them are connected to the light from inside. It's quite tricky because you have to do the wiring through the trunk and then to that plastic stuff, and it's quite tricky to do so. I didn't do it. Some shop helped me with this modification, but believe me, at night it's very nice. Most of the lights that you will see here are bought from AliExpress. I will put some links to the products that I have. Those two are from a set of 10. It cost me around 10 bucks. On the outside you will not see so many modifications except for this line head. I like it, some of you don't, but it gives a nice pop to the car. Yeah, on the exterior I didn't do so many modifications with the R-line body kit because I live in Romania and the streets are not so good, and yeah, I need to be very careful with the potholes and everything, so it will be much lower in the front, and I decided not to do so. As you can see now, I have the winter wheels, which are on 16. I have the summer wheels coming from refurbishing, which are on 17. And on this car, because it's a Sportline edition, it's perfect fitment. I'm talking about the 17. Bigger than that, the ride quality will be worst. So let's say I'm stuck on 17, which is very good for me. Moving forward, I modified the headlights. When I say I mean I went to a shop that modified the interior in black, cleaned all the lenses, and after that I added LED light bulb that I'm still thinking of, that I'm still reviewing, let's say, if I will keep it or not. Other than that, for the exterior in the front, nothing. The only thing that I will need to do is to repaint the hood because I have some stone chips in the front. other present from our lovely roads. And the fender, it's a little rusty over there. So other than that, nothing in the front. I added some wind deflectors because yeah, I smoke and I want to leave the window a little down so the rain will not go inside, because if you don't have this and you leave the window just a little down, a little 5-10 centimeters down, let's say, the water will go in. So yeah, in the back I didn't want to put, just in the front. And in the back I added this lovely vertical spoilers that I bought also from AliExpress. But the interior of this vertical fender is empty, so I bought also some fenders for B7, and those have like a core inside. So I took that and put it on this one, so I will have more let's say surface to glue onto the windshield. Moving on, as you might have seen in previous clips, I also added like a chrome strip on the rear bumper, but it fell off, so I will need to redo it or search for a different one that has a better adhesive. Other than that, it's just clean. Well, now it's dirty, but you know what I mean. Most of the modifications that I did are inside, so let's have a look. First of all, I started with the door panels, which are from B7. They fit, but in the back you will need to, if you have a station wagon, you will need to look for door panels for station wagon, otherwise it will not fit. I also wanted to put those with the curtain, so yeah, first time I bought the back ones, and after that I searched for the front ones. The most important thing that I wanted from those door panels are the ambient lights that I added underneath this trim. Again, when I say I mean the guys from a garage that did these lovely modifications for me did so. Let me turn on the brightness because it's very sunny today, so bear with me. So the lights are controlled through an app which is called Duo something like that, yeah. And you have this app and you can change the colors. Yeah, the lights are RGB, so you have all the colors that you want. Mostly I prefer it on red, and I will turn now the brightness much stronger. I will put it on blue, so you will see much better. Yeah, there you go. This is the most beautiful retrofit that I think you can do to an interior. Of course, I also have in the door pockets and in the handle, both with the RGB, so I will change the colors through the app. Then I changed the climate with a newer model. It's 2012, I think, model, which has those two screens that shows the temperature. Okay, and commands on the, it's not navigation, it's an RCD 510. So yeah. In order to do this modification, you will need to do some other changes, meaning that if your car is older than 2009, you will lose the recirculation function and the auto function, because this panel is not compatible with all the models. So you will need to cancel I think it's the correct word, the term, it's recirculation of the air vent in the car, because when you will put the car into reverse, the car automatically puts the climate into recirculation mode, so the gas will not come in the car. I don't know what's the exact point, but yeah, the car puts the air vent into air cycle into recirculation mode. It closes a vent in I think somewhere over there or in the front, and when you start moving in the front, it will reopen and yeah, lets the air to come from outside. But if the car is not compatible with this climate module, the air vent will remain stuck on the recirculation mode, so it will fog up inside and on the windshield and everything, so you will not be able to put to cancel from this climate control. So this is why they cancel that function. But if the car is from 2009 and newer, you will still have those two functions. Other than that, you will need to buy some new trims. I changed the trims from the ashtray and in the topper part. This part you will not see any difference, but it depends how the sun is shining on this trim. You will see some strips on this one, and this one doesn't have, but otherwise the cars are the same, still plastic. So I changed the ashtray, this panel which has the passenger airbag button here, the hazard lights which was moved from there to here, and the clock will fit here instead of the hazard button. But keep in mind, there are some plugs that you have inside that you will need to also change because they will not fit. So the old hazard light, the plug doesn't fit on the newer one, so you will need to keep in mind these things. The dashboard, because it's a 2009 this car, I have it from the factory, so it's white and the newer model, like the B7. Moving on, I changed the air vents, which have those lights in the wheels, which give like a deeper meaning on the deeper space on the dashboard. It looks much better with the lights, and yeah, also this chrome line. Those are just tied, the cables, I mean from the LEDs are tied to this button, because you need to put, it's better to put them to an existing light, let's say, so you will have dimming function also on those air vents together with all the buttons. Also, the buttons are the ones with the chrome line, which are newer. The old one were just plastic. Also for the also for the mirrors, and also one for the lights. Steering wheel. Let's say it was a present from a good friend of mine, which I changed my old one. He had it from a Scirocco. He bought a newer one for his Scirocco, and this one was on a Golf that he was planning to sell. So I asked him kindly not to sell the car with this lovely steering wheel, so I will give him mine, and yeah, he agreed, and look how nice it looks. Yeah, so thank him again on this clip as well. Going up, I did also a modification with the mirror, which is from a Passat B8, which has frameless edge. So yeah, I'm still working on this clip, and hopefully you will understand from that one what's involved in this modification. I'm still also waiting for these plastic parts to be finished, so I will cover all the wires, and also the wires will need to be tied up. Still in progress. Okay, moving forward, Those lights are also from a B8 Passat, which are LEDs, so are OEM LEDs, which have a projecting light, so it's not spread, it's more like a projector light. Also in the back as well. You saw the clips, but I'm just telling you right now, going overview of this modification. On the pillars, if you missed that clip, I have some airbag, let's say plastic covers, which have LEDs inside. Those are from BMW, but they fit with small modification, and all four corners are tied up to this light as well. Headrests are from B7, which have horizontal fitment, which I much prefer than the old ones, and are very comfortable, and it's just plug and play. No, they fit perfectly. Also at the light chapter, let's say so, I added also those lights that are tied up to the central computer from the door, and also some footwell lights that are from a Golf 7, and I have that white OEM look that I much more prefer than the Chinese LEDs, let's say so. Also, I change also the mirrors with the ones that have electric folding function and puddle lights. Also, in order to do this modification, you will need also the computers to be changed from the door, because they are not compatible, the old one with those mirrors. I tried not to change them, but at the end I needed to change them, because you cannot go over and code them. You just need those computers that know this function in order to turn on the light and do the power folding function. This one is like the one from the middle, from inside, which turns black, darkens, and the function needs to be taken from the interior mirror to this one. So when someone is in the back with the high beam, let's say, it will not disturb you, blind you or whatever. This one will turn darker with that one as well. So this is still a work in progress, because I will need to do all the wiring through the door, and I didn't have enough time to do so, but a clip will come with this one as well. Another important modification that I did was to soundproof the car. So if you can hear, there is a thicker sound, because all the doors and the trunk and the floors are treated with sound deadening material and foam, and on the carpet it's another carpet that absorbs more sound. The roof, as you can hear, is not protected. This one is. So this summer hopefully I will have time to do also the top part, but also I want to protect it also for the heat, because it's a brown dark color, almost like a black one. The sun will hit the interior very hard, so I want also to, let's say, protect the inside, so I will not use as much air conditioning, and the inside will be much cooler, warmer, let's say, depends on the season. And also I changed all the speakers inside. I kept the original head unit for audio, but from the head unit I started with fresh wires, around 80 meters in total of wiring, onto the back, where I have two amplifiers, one for the bass, lower end, and another one for the mids and highs. The current configuration of the audio is bass and highs, and in the back I have a bass. Unfortunately, I'm not 100% satisfied, let's say, with the total acoustic, because I don't want to have like a strong bass and loud or whatever. I want also to have the clarity of the voice, the instruments and everything. I look younger, but I'm a little older. This year I'm turning 37, so yeah. I'm over with the bass head and everything, but from time to time I like to hear it. But I looked and looked, and had other guys to listen and to make their conclusions, if it's okay, if it's not, what other improvements I can make. And the decision was to put a pair of mid-ranges into the A pillar. So this means that I will have two more speakers here in the front, which would be the voice that comes, and the scene will be higher to my ear level, so the voice will come to me, and the clarity, yeah, it will be much better for the whole concert, let's say. And it's not like a high-end audiophile, or I don't know, it's just better, an improvement from the OEM. As it is right now is much better, and the volume and everything is higher. But if you are let's say not a bass head, but someone who appreciates music and sound and whatever, you will understand that from time to time you want to upgrade and do much better, and yeah, change and upgrade your system. Okay then, so this was the story so far of my car. It's a daily driver that I use to, I don't know, for my business, for whatever I'm doing, and yeah, it's perfect for my needs until now. And yeah, I wanted to do it like much focused on the interior side, to be much more comfortable, to add some personal touches, let's say, like this interior light is amazing. I like it, I love it very much. It's different ambient inside. I try from time to time to switch it off to see how it was at the beginning, and how it is now, and it's very nice. What can I say? Yeah, and until next time, I wish you all the best. Ciao!